Hey everyone, have I here bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be doing a summarized version of the best teams on Global, and this is going to be the pre-7-year anniversary edition. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. And the reason why I'm doing this, as you can tell, I didn't do a best teams for June due to the fact that the 7-year anniversary is going to change a bunch of the top 10 teams. And for those who understand, I put in a lot of work in my best teams, and there's a lot of work to change a bunch of slides. So I figured let's just do a summarized version instead, just to compare what's going to happen from pre-7-year anniversary to post-7-year anniversary. And trust me, a lot's going to change. So anyway, a quick disclaimer here, of course, the term best teams is my opinion, and it's purely subjective. There's no official tier list or best teams ranking from Akatsuki Bana. Any references, research sources will be linked in the description below. And I rank things differently, right? I look at leader skill, damage output, survivability, passives, SA specials, links, leader flexibility, which is kind of new, but makes sense. Normal bench and flexibility, game mode effectiveness, which we'll talk about a little bit deeper here. It corresponds with missions, and then overall gameplay of the team. Now, this, of course, doesn't talk about Red Zone. Red Zone is going to be introduced in the 7-year anniversary, and that's going to be a big change when it comes to the top 10 teams. Now, when you look at how I'm actually posting game mode effectiveness in the summary here, you're going to see these numbers, these corresponding numbers, as a 4-digit number versus a 6-digit number, which I normally put down, and that's going to correspond. The 8 is the Super Battle Road, the 3 is Extreme Super Battle Road, the Fighting Legend events, Goku and GT and Vegeta. That's going to be the 4 there, and then the other 4 is, or the third number, and then the 4th number is Infinite Dragon Ball History. And these numbers here corresponds, in my opinion, where kind of a baseline would be in game mode effectiveness. So if you have 8 Super Battle Roads, 3 Extreme Super Battle Roads, Legendary Goku events combination to 4, and then 4 Infinite Dragon Ball History, I feel like that's a good amount to have you at least, I would say, in the category of like the top 15 when it comes to game mode effectiveness. So anyway, that's the precursor to diving into actually the top 10, because this is going to be a short video, normally comparable to what I'm actually doing, generally speaking, in my other best teams videos. All right, so let's dive into the number 10. So no honorable mentions. There are a few that kind of climbed up in like the top 20, top 15, but in the top 10, I'm gonna still just shout out these two teams here, and that's Realm of Gods and Accelerated Battle and Battle of Fate, right? So these two leaders are incredible. The Realm of Gods has been really sticking around for a very long time in the top 10, but in this case scenario, it's if they don't really upgrade Realm of Gods anytime soon, which it doesn't seem like they're kind of doing yet, especially the leader. That's really what I'm focusing on, the leader there, like a 200% or something of that nature. Realm of Gods is kind of fizzling out in a bit, but they score very well. 9576 is very strong and very similar to the Battle of Fate and Accelerated Battle when it comes to the Super Saiyan 3 physical Goku, which is a killer of a unit, and he's running at 9557. I didn't put any secondary leaders on him. Like I could put like Kid Buu for Battle of Fate, but Kid Buu's on a different team as a combination leader. But yeah, that team is fantastic. It's, I would say, like 10A, 10B for the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, just because the amazing units that's on there. But of course, Realm of Gods has really good as well. So coming at number 10 is A and B is the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and the UI Goku for Realm of Gods. All right, so now let's dive into the top 10, or actually we're in the top 10, the top 9. So coming in at number 9, I kind of formatted differently because I'm doing, in a sense, 1 through 9 on this page here. So the reason why I'm kind of separating this is these next two, you can kind of see the numbers on the game mode effectiveness on the rest of them, but the two here, again, they're very close to each other, very close to the 10th spot as well, right? 9557, 9576, and you look at 9562 and then 9435. The difference is effectiveness in certain events. For example, like Frieza, the Sworn Enemies team destroys the legendary Goku event like no other, and then it's very helpful on some other events that, you know, I still am, you know, making some sort of points for the God events, the God of Destruction events, and even the collection of memories. I forget exactly what that one was called. I still give, you know, kudos on there as well, but generally these are the 4 that I'm looking at more closely. But Legendary Goku event, Frieza just destroys and wrecks it, and as a solo unit, he's one of like the top units in the game still, even with the 200% leaders coming out. So coming number 9 is still Swarm Enemies. The biggest problem with them, and he's not higher, is just the flexibility of the team. You're generally running mostly Friezas, right? So the flexibility is very, very limited, and you'll see another team that's very similar to limited flexibility but still very high because of the effectiveness of the team. So coming in number 8, again, very similar when it comes to Super Battle Roads and Extreme Super Battle Roads and the rest of the numbers there. You're looking at 9, 4, 3, 5. And oh, one thing, the reason why Frieza is a little bit lower, you can see the Infinite Dragon Ball history. There's really no effectiveness really quite there with just 2 missions being able to complete. But Hybrid Saiyans is number 8. Could be higher, but currently right now the leaders that are available does not break the double digits, and you'll see from 7 to 5 the double digits when it comes to Super Battle Road gives it an edge when it comes to game mode effectiveness. But when you talk about flexibility and support units and things of that nature, and Tech Gohan, again, as a standalone unit, is still one of the best TURs in the game. Just, it's crazy how they built him and how defensively great he is, and he's withstood the test of time for so long. Still amazing. And the Hybrid Saiyans team, and even with Survivors as a secondary here, makes this team very, very strong. Again, I just couldn't put them up that much higher because you're going to run into these next layers of categories of best teams, and that's kind of where we're at right now. I would say in the sub 10 Super Battle Road game mode effectiveness, Hybrid Saiyans is the best when it comes to the bunch of them. So at least when you're separating in that section, they are the best team of that bunch. So now let's go ahead and move on to the next 3, which kind of falls into their own category here, and that's game mode effectiveness, Super Battle Roads above double digits, and then high Extreme Super Battle Roads, and even higher Infinite Dragon Ball history, right? So you're looking at Universal Survivor Saga and Representative Universe 7. That's coming in number 7 spot there. Now, the reason why I put Vegeta there, because he scores the highest when it comes to game mode effectiveness. Now, a lot of you probably won't use him as leader. You're generally probably going to run like MUI Goku and things of that nature. Even I didn't put him on here, is LR Freeku as well, right? So when it comes to leader flexibility, very strong leader flexibility there, and coming at 12.797. Just look at the scores in general compared to everything else. It's very, very huge, right? So representative U7, representatives of Universe 7 and Universal Survivor Saga for sure is, you know, very, very key here, and was really the top team in the 6-year anniversary, and it's kind of dwindled down because certain units did come out before the 7-year anniversary. So 6-year anniversary units and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken still there as a leader, as a sub leader, right? So again, number 7 there. So diving into the top 6, Kamehameha and Pure Saiyans. These 2 teams, I can argue I can jump them into the top 3. I can argue that, but I'm separating them just because of a certain leader skill, really just the 200%. So we'll talk about 200% really soon here. So I was gonna like keep it secret, but no, it's 200% is going to be the higher above. But you can easily argue, and I could definitely argue, and I might do that when the 7-year anniversary rolls around, that I can move these to number 3 and number 4, and then drop number 3, number 4 to 5 and 6. Easily can do that, all right? Because Kamehameha 14.589 is ridiculous, right? That is a crazy score, and it is currently right now the highest Super Battle Road leader that you can run is the AGL Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. All right, 14 Super Battle Roads that he can lead, and that is insane. He was at 13, but Super Saiyan 2 came out on global, so now he can do that as well. So but Pure Saiyans, is going to, outscore them because of their flexibility. Their bench flexibility is the best in the game. And we'll talk about, maybe that getting dethroned when because of JP and LRGG. But of course, they have not arrived on global yet. So 13, 8, 11, and 6. Basically, this unit here can complete the evolution of Vegeta here, can do 11, which is the highest when it comes to legendary Goku and Vegeta event there when it comes to mission. So 11 and then 6 infinite Dragon Ball history. So it was so long I had to like shrink it down a little bit because that 5 was blocking it when I was moving the number 5 spot. So Pure Saiyans at number 5, well deserved, and can be easily argued at number 3. I don't think you can argue it for 1 and 2 because 1 and 2 has amazing flexibility as well, and bench flexibility. But when it comes to 3 and 4, it's definitely arguable on that end. So, but for 3 and 4, and really 1, 2, 3, and 4, I'll just drop all of them right now because they are the current 200% leaders on global. And coming in at number 4 is the Ginyu Force, but also Space Traveling Warriors. That's why you see the secondary leader in Bojack on there. And Bojack scores fairly well. I'm trying to actually, let me kind of look at Bojack's score as 8.554. All right, so a lot better than 6.321. The Ginyu Force, run by Captain Ginyu, standalone is one of the best teams in the game. But when it comes to game mode effectiveness, it's awful. 6.321 does not deserve even a top 10 spot because I put them in a kind of a separate category of 200%, and I might not do this in the future, right? This is just, kind of introducing, kind of going into the 7th anniversary here. Again, standalone, amazing. One of the best TURs in the game, etc., etc. The Ginyu Force team is ridiculous. Can pretty much do everything, but it's not overly effective because you can only complete certain missions when it comes to 6 Super Battle Roads, 3 Extreme Super Battle Roads, only 2 when it comes to legendary fighting events, and then only 1 Infinite Dragon Ball history. And that's, I believe, the Ginyu Force, right? So, not very good, all right? And when it comes to all this, I think that's still important. Because I do grade it when it comes to game mode effectiveness there. But it is helped out by Bojack at 8.5410. I could easily move them out of the top 5, top 6 is the Ginyu Force. But we're going to leave them in the number 4 spot because they are a 200% leader. And of course, those top 4 here are all 200% leaders here. Coming in at number 3, I don't think it's a difference. No, it is a difference. Yeah, the top 3 have changed here. Coming in 3 is going to be the Android Cell Saga, but also with Entrusted Will as a secondary leader. 7.453 is kind of the same thing. Not overly effective on there, but they're 200%. So in my eyes, they're the second best 200% team in global right now. But it does have Entrusted Will that does provide them a little bit of boost as a secondary leader. Where is the stats there? Because AGL Trunks, look at these numbers here, 11.56 or 11.576. So if I put 11.576 on the board, that's definitely not arguable for top 3, right? So, but as a 200% lead, you're only at 7.453. That leader skill flexibility saves them, and we're gonna keep them here on the top 3 spot. So Transforming Cell, fantastic. Fun unit to play, really fun team that you can run, but it is going to be the number 3 spot. So coming number 2, they were actually number 3, and then I moved up to number 2 is Majin Vegeta. And the reason I moved them number 2 is because they added an additional Super Battle Road, and I thought Cell and Vegeta were very close to each other beforehand, and just I had Cell as the upper hand a little bit due to the fact of AGL Trunks having 11.576. But because now Majin Vegeta alone himself is a 10.567, basically being the highest when it comes to Super Battle Roads in 200% leads in global. I'm going to give him the number 2 spot here. Now, again, the reason why they're not the number 1 spot is really the flexibility of that team. You're kind of favoring a lot of super units as well on that team. But since Majin Vegeta is an extreme unit, The synergy is not generally always there, but still, it's an incredible team to run. You easily can just rip through the new Super Saiyan 2 Super Battle Road on Global. Plus, you have really good leader flexibility in Super Vegito and or LR Strength Super Vegito, and then also Buu, right? So, because he is Majin Buu Saga, along with Battle of Fate as well with the Kid Buu. So anyway, very nice stats. Bench flexibility is good, but just not as good as the #1 team, which is going to be Exchange Goku and Gohan, or Exchange Gohan, right? So the String Exchange Gohan, Super Saiyan's Goku family. Come on, it's ridiculous, that type of option when it comes to the team build and things of that nature. You only run it at 9-4-5-7, and you have some amazing secondary leaders at Super Saiyan Namek Goku, right? Incredible 170% leader skill. And then also one of my favorite units of all time in history of Dokkan is LR Go Bros, right? So yeah, a little bit of favoritism there, but here's the thing. This is the top 10 or top 9 you see here, and then the number 10 spot is right here, right? So and I'll just move like 10A up here. So here we go, right here. So these are basically the top 10 units or top 10 teams in the game. Not top 10 units, totally different list, right? Not top 10 units here, but in my opinion, the top 10 teams in global pre-7-year anniversary. All of this is going to change, all of it. So in a couple of days, when the 7-year anniversary drops, everything is going to change. My new 7-year anniversary or post 7-year anniversary best teams will be dropping, and we'll be discussing all the changes and everything when it comes to the top 10 teams. But anyway, I went long enough. I was actually surprising how long this video went, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video here. Again, agree, disagree in the comment section below. I always love to hear your guys' comments on there. So, but with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Have fun in 7-year anniversary. I will too. Good luck on all your guys' summons. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.